there guys, what's up and welcome back to Streaming Star. The 90s produced some of the most iconic films of all time that ranged from science fiction adventures to daring romances or gorgeous animations. While older fans grew up with these hits, it's time for a major flashback for the newer generation. In this top 10 list, we bring you some of the highest grossing movies from the 90s that hit the right note with the audience and generated millions of dollars at the worldwide box office. But as usual, before we get to that, do remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you can catch up on all the latest videos like this on our channel in the future. Number 10. The Lost World Jurassic Park. Being the second installment in the Jurassic Park series, this 1997 American science fiction adventure film was a successful follow-up to the 1993 classic Jurassic Park and gave the audience ample reason to climb back into the world of dinosaurs. Directed by Steven Spielberg and written by David Koepp, the film is loosely based on Michael Crichton's 1995 novel named The Lost World. The nail-biting action takes place on Isla Sorna, otherwise known as Site B, where a majority of lab experiments involving various dinosaur species took place. The film stars Jeff Goldblum, returning as the eccentric chaos theorist and mathematician Ian Malcolm alongside Julianne Moore and Arliss Howard. Despite the fact that the film mostly received mixed or average reviews from critics, it grossed a whopping $229.1 million in the US box office and $389.5 million internationally, for a total of $618.6 million worldwide, which made it the highest grossing film of 1997 behind Titanic. It also became the fastest film to cross the $100 million mark, achieving the feat in just 6 days following its release. Number 9. Toy Story 2. Pixar's original Toy Story was the highest grossing film of 1995, scoring $191 million at the domestic box office, so it comes as no surprise that the 1999 sequel was even a greater hit. Till date, Toy Story 2 is one of the few Disney animated sequels that have been appreciated and regarded more highly than the original. This 1999 computer animated comedy film, directed by John Lasseter, had followed the gang on their daring mission to rescue Woody from a toy collector. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Don Rickles, Jim Varney, Laurie Metcalf all reprised their roles from the original film, while the new characters are voiced by Joan Cusack, Kelsey Grammer, Estelle Harris, and Jodie Benson. Despite production struggles, the film opened to widely successful box office numbers, eventually grossing over $497 million. That's not all, folks. Toy Story 2 is often featured on the list of the greatest animated films ever made and received an extremely rare 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is why the film has seen multiple home media releases and a theatrical 3D re-release in 2009, 10 whole years after it was initially introduced to the audience. Number 8. Men in Black. It's hard to imagine a time when Will Smith wasn't one of the greatest movie stars on the planet, but it's true that he was once just a hit rapper and the star of the sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. However, Smith's success headlining Men in Black solidified him as a box office draw. The 1997 American sci-fi action comedy film was loosely based on the Men in Black comic book series. The movie stars Tommy Lee Jones alongside Smith, both of whom play the roles of two agents of a secret organization of the same name as the film's title. After its release in the US on 2nd July 1997 by Columbia Pictures, Men in Black grossed over $589.3 million against a $90 million budget. If the movie continues to perform like this, it has the chance of becoming the biggest performer Columbia has ever produced. Jeff Black, then head of Columbia Pictures Distribution, told the Los Angeles Times after the film's explosive debut, Thanks to the overall charisma of the movie, the franchise received a collection of sequels and a spin-off as well. Number 7. Home Alone. Still a viewer's favorite, especially during the holiday season, Home Alone is a 1990 American Christmas comedy film that features 8-year-old Kevin, who's accidentally left out of the McAllister family vacation and must defend his home from 2 obnoxious burglars. With a total gross of $476 million, the movie was quite well received by the audience and quickly cemented as a family classic, which is why it received multiple sequels as well, most notably the Christmas sequel Home Alone 2: Lost in New York, that saw the original cast returning to the big screen. Moreover, Home Alone held the record for the highest live-action comedy ever until 2011. It proved so popular that it stayed in theaters well past the Christmas season and remained the #1 film at the box office for 12 straight weeks after its release. Number 6. The Sixth Sense. M. Night Shyamalan's horror movie spurred one of the catchphrases of the decade in I See Dead People. 1999's The Sixth Sense can easily be considered the most buzzworthy film of that year and remained the highest grossing horror movie of all time until 2017, taking about $293 million in the US and $379 million in other markets. The supernatural horror drama narrates the story of a little boy who sees ghosts and a child psychologist who attempts to help him. The movie launched Shyamalan's career as a filmmaker, and thanks to the twist and the film's surprise ending, The Sixth Sense received 6 Academy Award nominations and has earned itself a place amongst the unbeatable horror classics of all time. Number 5. The Lion King. Disney's original version of The Lion King from 1994, featuring the story of King Mufasa and his son Simba, was a huge critical and commercial hit. With a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, the animated musical drama film represented the pinnacle of success during the 90s and received universal acclaim for its stunning visuals, genuine emotions, and memorable songs. This explains why The Lion King easily generated an initial worldwide gross of $766 million, with $312 million coming domestically. Besides garnering 2 Academy Awards and 1 Golden Globe Award, the film received a direct-to-video sequel and spin-off, 2 TV series, and a 2019 CGI remake. Number 4. Forrest Gump. Paramount's Forrest Gump, based on the 1986 novel by Winston Groom, narrates the tale of a slow-witted but sweet man who presents an innocent view of the historical events that unfold around him. The 1994 movie is more episodic than linear and provided audiences with a unique film-going experience. Tom Hanks' expert acting skills, alongside the heartwarming feel of Forrest Gump, led it to perform well at the box office, eventually generating $677 million worldwide. Number 3. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park premiered on June 9, 1993, and went to gross over $912 million worldwide in its original theatrical run, becoming the highest-grossing film of 1993 and the highest-grossing film ever at that time, a record held until the release of Titanic in 1997. Following its 3D re-release in 2013 to celebrate its 20th anniversary, Jurassic Park became the 17th film in history to surpass $1 billion in ticket sales. The classic sci-fi adventure features a group who must escape the genetically engineered dinosaurs that have been let loose on the island they're visiting. Praised for being edge-of-your-seat scary and truly graphically impressive for that era, the film took home over 20 awards, including Best Visuals at the Oscars. Number 2, Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. Although Star Wars was originally an 80s staple, George Lucas premiered the franchise's first prequel, Star Wars Episode 1, in 1999. The movie was a massive hit for 20th Century Fox, generating over $924 million worldwide during its initial run and had earned $200 million in only 13 days. Number 1, Titanic. After an opening weekend of $28.8 million in December 1997, Titanic proceeded to smash the box office and captivate audiences from around the world. Whether it was James Cameron's epic telling of the sinking of the Titanic or the magnetic on-screen chemistry between Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, every aspect of the film received immense praise. Titanic brought in $1.8 billion globally for Paramount Pictures during its initial release and garnered 14 Academy Award nominations, winning 11, including Best Picture in 1998. This unparalleled tale of romantic tragedy and an unforgettable shipwreck surely deserves the title of the biggest 90s movie. Allow yourself to indulge in some nostalgia for these exceptionally amazing classics. This brings us to the end of our video, which we hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, as well as sharing your list of favorite movies from the 90s in the comments section below. We'll be seeing you guys in another video real soon. Until then, take care and goodbye.